Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. A large group of travellers from Newcastle are pleading with the Albanese government to help them get home safely from war-torn Israel. The group of 34 travellers, who are connected with the Granary Church at Mayfield West, had been on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land when hostilities began on Saturday. They're due to travel home at the end of this week, but airlines have been cancelling flights out of Tel Aviv, leaving them stranded. 5 people have been charged over a wild brawl during a football match at Raymond Terrace last month. Police were called to the Lakeside Sports Complex on September 9 to reports of a melee. 4 men and a teenage boy have been arrested over their alleged roles in the brawl and charged with a fray. A 26-year-old faced Newcastle local court yesterday. 3 others, aged 23, 28 and 35, are due to face court next Monday, while a 17-year-old boy will face the Children's Court in December. Errors in equipment handling and water management at the Summerhill Tip has resulted in a large fine being handed to Newcastle Council. Council pleaded guilty to 2 offences which occurred in 2021 concerning the overflow of a dam during heavy rain, which allowed leachate to spill into Wentworth Creek. The polluted water was also found to have come from a valve on site which had not been fully closed. The EPA has ordered Council to pay a fine of $110,000 plus costs. Volunteers at Newcastle's Ronald McDonald House are asking locals to help support families with seriously ill or injured children by donating vital kitchen supplies. The service posts a wish list on its Facebook page each week, calling for residents to help them restock their pantry with snacks. House manager Christian Granger says they rely on donations to support the more than 600 families which stay at the house each year.
We're hoping this week to receive some things to help us out in our kitchen, like utensils and fry pans, jugs, toasters. We go through those quite quickly because they're used by a lot of people very regularly. We also ask for our grab-and-go items, so things like small packets of chips, muesli bars, or snacks, grainways.
Work on the final stage of the Fernley track is underway to fill the missing link between Adamstown and Murray's Beach. The 7-month build will extend from the end of the existing track at Belmont to Ocean Park Road at Belmont South. The work includes creating a wetlands boardwalk, public art installations and a bridge over Cold Sea Creek. The 400-metre elevated boardwalk around Belmont Lagoon will include a viewing platform and 2 separate areas for birdwatching. A University of Newcastle researcher has found a connection between being in a book club and improved mental health. Dr. Dara Sampson says discussing characters as a group can foster a sense of advanced empathy and create a safe space for members to discuss their own complex emotions. Dr. Sampson says a sense of community can positively impact mental health.
In terms of anxiety, social exclusion, connections with people, I think some of these community-based approaches of any forms of creative medium can be really beneficial to our well-being.
2NURFM Sport.
The Hawks Family Training Partnership will have 2 front-runners in the opening 2 events in Newcastle today. Leading apprentice jockey Zach Lloyd will ride Hawks pair Grand Larceny and Alapacanto, with Grand Larceny a favourite for the 3-year-old maiden 900 metres handicap, while Alapacanto has drawn the rails barrier in the benchmark 64 handicap. Hunter golfer Harry Atkinson has booked his spot in the end-of-season Champions Trophy at Bonneville for the 6th year in a row. He was one of 3 winners from the Hunter at Magenta Shores last weekend, alongside Amy Squires and Jessie Linden. Rising star Ella Skaysbrook went down to Matilda Sulling in the final of the 16-17-year-old girls. And Jets women's coach Gary Van Egmond says his Matilda star daughter Emily is open for a stint with the club when her season with the American MWSL ends in November. And the winning numbers in Monday Lotto are 3, 7, 16, 24, 34 and 37, and the supplementaries are 21 and 23. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.